when podcasting did start, I mean, we didn't have iPhones. It's been 20 years, right? So the technology has changed a little bit. Today, it's important to remember that a download just means what we like, it's what we get to see. Because what it is when you press play on a device, it's whether it's your computer, your phone, whatever, it's saying, give me this episode because this person wants to listen to it. Now, certain players, like I believe the Spotify app, will say, give me the whole thing. Doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes or 3 hours, right? They just want that file as fast as possible because they don't want to interrupt that listener. So it can be less connections there. The Apple Podcast app and a few others, and Pete can probably speak to this a little bit better, sometimes ask for it in chunks. And so what a download says for us is the request was substantial enough that we did send from the hosting platform 60 seconds of audio. And that's important to highlight because you can have a 25 megabyte image at the beginning of that file, that in the header data, right? The ID3 tag that you don't want to count as part of a download. You need to wait until there was audio. So listening intent, actually playing. And the reason that we focus on downloads isn't something altruistic or anything. It's that because we're an open platform, none of these apps have to be certified. None of these apps have to follow any guidelines. And in fact, we play whack-a-mole pretty often as an industry to catch up with them. So what I will say is that where we are now is progressive downloading, which is what we're doing, right, is super common. If you open up the Netflix app on your computer, your phone, and you kill the internet a minute into it, you'll still play for another minute and a half. That's all this is, right? It's caching the content and preparing for it. Where podcasting really stands out is that the ads are built into that content, whereas in other media like Netflix and Hulu and anything streaming, the only difference is that when the ad break happens, the app, the client side version of it, makes a call for the ad in real time. And that's just something that podcasting doesn't have. And for those people who say that Spotify has it, absolutely. Spotify has in-app audio advertising with what they call streaming ad insertion. We're here to talk about podcast advertising, which is all based around the download.